Mitch here, welcome to day 3 at PAX. We've shaken off the rust from all of last night's partying to come play Mirage. Follow-up to Chivalry. Fantastic PvP, brutal combat game. Tons of different objectives. I've got Steve and Alex here, the owner of the company, Torn Banner Studios, and the marketing guy. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good, yeah, not too bad. PAX is going well.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the game. I got to try a couple rounds, just pretty much that turned into us beating the crap out of each other with really unforgiving controls and battle systems. So did you guys, when you guys made this, were you thinking, all right, we want to make sure that when you know you messed up, you find out very, very quickly?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead, Steve.
We kind of based a lot of the mechanics of the game on like fighting game mechanics and brought that into multiplayer. So what that means is every action is deliberate. When I take a swing, I like wind up, you can kind of see it coming, gives you a chance to intercept my action. And that's really where kind of the chess of the game takes place. And it's really interesting. And then obviously when someone's defeated, there's really satisfying results letting them know that, you know, they were just dominated in combat.
I want to make it a game where you really commit to your actions as well. So when you swing your Grand Mace as the Torrent, that big character, you know you've got to end it. And so you know you've got to time that really well. Also, all of the magical abilities and attacks really telegraph themselves really strongly. So if you see someone going like and about to lift a boulder above their heads, that tells you you're about to be hit by it, and that gives you an opportunity to cancel that attack. So we want to make sure that everything is readable and reactable for players.
Yeah, I did love the big mace, just being able to bring that down on people's heads, especially the satisfying headshot notification when you had literally taken their heads off and then could pretty much push their bodies around and let them know that that you just dominated them. So you guys have a couple characters. I think it was five available right now, but 6 coming out. Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Yeah, sure. So there's 6 character classes in total. So one was the Torrent, who's like a big brawler character. Who's about getting in the middle of a brawl and just spinning his mace around.
Just a giant meat grinder, basically, is the goal there.
Yeah. There's the Viperess, who's more of a backstabbing assassin kind of character. She's my personal favorite.
Super mobile, flying through the air, teleporting through people, stabbing them in the back kind of thing.
Yeah, you got every character class has got different abilities that they can change the loadout of, right? So, and abilities are also meant to be chained together. So Viperess could use one ability which will phase her out of existence and burst her body forward. She can chain that to her next attack and slash down at someone.
Can you change? I saw you could pick different ones. Can you change those mid-game so you could, I guess, base it around what you guys need for, like, I don't need the charging ability. I can go for the jump in the air, smash down, and just take care of, I don't know, a capture point that people have been all up on for a while.
Yeah, you can change it any time. That's a huge part of the game, is reacting to what your opponents are doing and then flipping on a new move, basically.
Okay. I know I asked this before. Are there plans to release more characters, or what can people like unlock over time, or is everything available from day one when you get Mirage?
So you start with a certain set of abilities, just 3 for each character, and then you'll unlock more as you play pretty quickly, but it's just kind of to introduce you to the game, but then ends up being like a ton of options in gameplay. Most of it comes from the abilities. You can also select your weapons as well, your melee weapons.
Yeah, we're not planning on currently adding more than 6 characters. Like it's sticking with those 6, just heavily balancing the game for those 6 people. And they'll have every character will have a few different primary weapons that they can choose between, which will have different attack properties. And again, the ability loadout tiers will basically be able to make it so that you can make each class into a different subclass depending on your playstyle.
Okay. Is it how many people? It's 6 on 6, I believe, is what we were playing. Is it going to be all online? Can you play against computers? Is there anything of that set up already?
There will be bots, but it's designed as a multiplayer game. That's it. Yeah, that's what we made.
Yeah, it's designed so you can get friends in and just beat the ever-living shit out of them.
You literally punch people's heads off, and then you consume their souls. So that's the game, basically.
Oh yeah, that was a cool thing. You could so there aren't any pickups from what I could see besides when you get kills. Which can you tell us a little bit more about that? Because that seemed really unique for just the combat system.
Sure. Yeah. So basically, when you're killed, your spirit kind of thing, your magical essence is dropped to the ground. Anyone else can pick that up. They're going to heal, and it's also going to reduce their cooldowns. So it actually becomes once it's like a feeding frenzy kind of thing, like with sharks. So once one person goes down, everyone just trying to get in that area, getting healed, getting recovered. But you also make yourself predictable because everyone expects you to go to get the soul. So it ends up changing up the combat a lot. It's fun.
It also makes those crazy mosh pits where you see lots of people in them. They're always lethal and highly vulnerable yourself, but when you see health orbs, it means you'll always have a fighting chance to come on top of it, even if you're outnumbered, like 3 to 1. If you kill one of those players, you get a health orb. Suddenly your health will go up, your stamina will go up, and your cooldowns will be cool slightly as well. So it gives you a huge advantage by picking those up.
One thing I really liked was the blocking system, because you only have like. It's kind of the parry idea of a lot of fighting games that you're talking about, where you have to time it right, or else you don't really benefit from it. Otherwise, you're just putting up a shield and doing pretty much nothing. But I think you said you're able to attack faster too if you successfully block things, but you have limited amount of blocks.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, the way we try and set up the game so that you can deal with multiple people at one time, and a huge part of that is making it so that if you take a defensive action, you can actually attack faster after that. So if you take a swing at me and I block it, I can actually target switch and hit your buddy faster than he could wind it up and hit me. So it's kind of this like flowing, constantly moving, target switching style thing. It's basically comboing out of a defensive option, which allows the combat to have this great flow.
Yeah, I saw Friendly Fire was on. I thought that was really fun. Well, I should say fun. I got killed by it a bunch of times, and so that was nice to see the purple guy was the one who killed you. Like, oh, crap. Of course, that's my teammates. Game modes. I know there's not a free-for-all, but what kind of game modes are going to be available besides just, I know there's not, maybe team deathmatch, maybe some, we played a couple capture point objective-based games.
Yeah, the main sort of team mode that we're going for is called Team Objective, and this is sort of a layover from Chivalry, where in Chivalry it was like push the battering ram into the castle gates, knock it down, and then kill the king. And so you're trying to tell a story that your team can rally around together and have kind of some context to what you're doing.
And
so
you're actually physically progressing through the maps as you're doing this. So there's one set of objectives, and then the next stage will actually move you forward, like a forward spawn, until you'll like kind of enter the grand marble palace that you saw in the distance. Now you go inside of it.
Yeah, so the first stage might be capture or defend 2 points, which are protecting a gate from being taken down. And if the attackers manage to capture those points, then the next stage of the map would begin, which is a pushable objective, where the attackers are in the middle of some city streets pushing a magical payload up through the streets and trying to get to the end. And you're trying to maybe defend against that.
Okay, so it's coming. I know the beta is starting soon. Alpha, sorry. The alpha is starting soon. Where can people find it and get in, or at least apply to be in on the alpha for you guys?
So, on our website, MirageArcaneWarfare.com, you can sign up for the closed alpha right now. We'll be doing beta in early 2017 and release of the game soon after that. It'll be $30 on Steam. That's pretty much it.
All right, fantastic. Is it going to be coming out for any consoles, or are you guys sticking just to Steam and maybe see about consoles in the future?
Just the PC at first, see how it does. Yeah.
Well, it's a fantastic game. We loved it. All three of us got to try it. I will probably come back later if I have some time, because it was a great game. Guys, thank you for talking to me today, and I will see you guys later. Yeah, thanks, guys. That was fantastic.